Hello and welcome to Congo Children's Corner. Do I seem extra excited tonight? Well, I am.
Yeah.
I am Kim,
And I'm Quadia.
and tonight we have national champs.
National champ.
Yes.
National.
Right.
Can you national? I want to say national like three
Yes.
times. Do you understand? They ruled this country in chess. So we have the chess champions here right in Delaware. I'm so excited. So let me just go ahead and introduce Principal L
Hello,
and
ladies. How
his
are you?
chess champions. And this is part of the group?
Yes, this is part of our chess team, and as you can see, the girls are running the chess team as they rule the world.
That's
so,
it.
As
That's
they
it.
should.
That's right.
But actually, two-time national champs, two championships
Wow.
in 3 years.
Okay.
So we're so proud of that, but also proud of the fact that our students are champions in the classroom and in
That's it.
school as well. But I will let the students introduce themselves, if that's okay with you.
That
ladies.
sounds great.
Okay.
Let's start right here.
I'm Brianna. I'm in the 5th grade, and I like math and I get straight A's.
Hey, very important. Math and straight A's. That's what I like. And next to you?
My name is Tanai. I'm in the 5th grade. I love math and I love chess.
Love math and love chess. But you got to say your name a little louder for me.
Tanai.
Tanai. Okay, because tonight your family's out there and they're saying, he didn't speak up. And next to you?
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm in the 7th grade, and I love chess.
All right, Maddie.
Hi, I'm in 6th grade. I'm Kai. I'm an A and B student, and I as well love chess.
All right. And you need to pass your mic. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Imani Larkin. I'm in the 5th grade. I get straight A's. I like math and reading, and I love chess.
All right. Okay, so were you introduced to chess at your school, or how were you first introduced to chess? Let's start with you.
I was introduced to chess in 3rd grade by Mr. Thomas, my chess teacher.
Mr. Thomas, your chess teacher. Okay.
Yeah, we have two of our chess coaches. Our two chess coaches are not here with us tonight, but they put in a lot of work. Thomas Allen and Nathan Durant were actually two of my middle school students when they were in middle school.
Wow.
Chess players on my national championship chess team in Philly in 1997.
Wow.
So one of the
okay.
commitments that they made was that when they became adults, they would come back and help create another championship chess team. They didn't do it once. They did it twice. They've been a tremendous influence on our young people.
That is so great.
My pop-up actually introduced me to chess. He started teaching me when I was 6 years old, and I loved it since then.
Listen, you have to use that voice you use in Miss Stigger's class, okay?
Uh-uh.
Speak up, all right? You gotta speak up tonight.
That's
okay?
right, because Pop-Pop got to be proud right now.
The family's proud of you, son. Yes. Because he's in 5th grade, beat every 7th and 8th grade in our school.
All
As a
right.
5th grader.
All right.
I started chess when I was in kindergarten.
Wow.
I didn't, at that time, attend Thomas Edison. I went to my old school, Pope John Paul II. And all my other friends, they were doing other activities, and I had to do chess. I always asked my mom, why do I have to do chess? Why chess? I want to go play with my friends. But then in the 1st and 2nd grade, I really started to love chess, and it really grew on me. And then as I then moved to Thomas Edison in the 3rd grade, they helped me just keep loving chess, and I kept working to get as good as I am now.
All right, so now let's very quickly expand on that a little. As good as you are now. Tell me about that.
Well, when I was really young, I wasn't very good. Like, I knew how the pieces moved and how to play, but not good enough to beat a lot of people. Now, I'm one of, like, the top 50 girls, and
Top 50 in the country.
country.
Not just
Exactly,
in
in the
Top 50
country.
12-year-olds in the country. She's also the daughter of our assistant principal,
Okay.
Miss Yates at our school. So she has a lot of pressure on her to make sure that she's really doing well. But Maddie's a good student, and she's a student that's been playing chess with us a long time and wasn't always the best, but worked hard and is now on one of the one of the highest, if not the highest rated players. Anybody on the team rated higher than you? Eric. We have one other player who's actually was 7-0 at the national. Perfect score really ever done.
Wow.
Young man Eric Farrell, who's not here tonight. He's actually our highest rated player, and he won. There's a big chess tournament coming up in Wilmington.
Yes.
Chess on the Square.
Saturday, yeah.
He won that last year.
Okay.
He was the champion there last year. So I'm sure he's planning to return to defend.
I'm sure.
We remember Eric. He's full of personality.
That's it.
Yes, he is.
And behind you?
Um,
You have the mic, yes.
I was not attending Thomas Edison in any grades, and I came in fourth. And by then, my sister, who was in the same grade as me, was every day coming home saying, "Oh, Kai, guess what? I beat him, I beat her, I've learned today." And one day I just asked her to help me play. And from there on, I just worked hard to be where I am now.
All right, very good. I like that. Worked hard, so we
Amen.
know that that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
it takes.
Oh yeah, hard work. Success only comes before work in the
That's
dictionary.
right.
That's what we
That's
tell our young people.
And Miss Simone?
Well, I was in third grade. My mother always wanted me to be in chess, and so did Principal L. And they kept wanting me to be in chess, and my story is similar to Maddie's. I didn't really want to. I just wanted to go play with my friends. But then in fifth grade, I finally realized, let's try something new, because I joined choir, I was into number bees, and I wanted to finally try out chess, and I figured that I really liked it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So you had a little encouragement
Yes.
from some people.
So, oh yeah. 'Cause when her mother asks her to do things, she really does it.
Okay,
So, Like
okay.
mamas do, right?
That's right. We encourage.
That's
We truly
right.
encourage.
That's
Now help
right.
us understand the rating. So I know nothing about chess, and I'm going to say it nationally that Principal L has promised to make sure I get to learn. So we'll see how good they are. If
Yes.
they can get me going, we'll be all right
We
here.
are offering free tutorial services in chess.
All
We
right,
Do that
so-
for ladies like you making a difference in the community. That's the least we can do as a chess team at Thomas Edison. But the ratings are developed. Basically, there's a international organization called the U.S. Chess Federation, and they rate players from around the world. And so the highest rated player is, and then everybody's rated below that player. So I'm almost sure the highest rated player is Magnus. What's Magnus' last name?
Carlson?
Magnus Carlsen is rated probably 2,800,
Yeah.
maybe close to 2,900,
Wow.
right? And then everybody falls under. So
Okay.
everybody goes from 0 to Magnus Carlsen.
Okay.
And so you're as you win games against players who are rated higher, your rating goes up.
Okay.
So these are all students who started at 0, at 100, and who have worked their way up. And so your rating is around
400, 447.
okay.
Okay.
You're
1100,
1,100 as a fifth grader, right?
Yes.
Oh.
12,
It's around 1,200,
900,
900.
458.
All right. Okay.
Now I'm curious, what do you all do in the chess club? You seem excited to answer.
Yes, because she loves to play around in the chess club.
All right, come on, tell us what you do, Lonnie.
Well, in the chess room, we just pick somebody that we want to play, and then we play them. But we have all types of fun things that we do. We have team chess, and Mr. Durant and Mr. Thomas pick a team, and then they alternate colors and play each other for the whole time. That's my favorite.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone else?
Sometimes have before nationals we had to set up Monday was I forgot when it was. Tuesday it was team up Tuesday, right? And then Wednesday was something, and usually on Thursdays we had what's it called? Tournament Thursday, where we take notation like it's a real tournament, and we win. And if we win, we just circle the winning thing at the bottom. And then when we're done, usually we go over some games.
And notice she said we take notation. So when the students play chess, they have to record all of their moves in algebraic notation.
Oh.
So that way there's a record of each game. So our students are starting in second and third grade already writing algebra right. Because
okay.
each square on the board has a name. There's 64 squares. Each one has, and is represented by letter and numbers and variables. So A1, B2, C3. So they have to record each move. So if one of them plays a game, they could actually send me the notation from the game, and I could be in another country. Like, you know, her family's from Jamaica. So, and we're planning to go to Jamaica this summer to play chess against the Jamaican, some students from the Jamaican national team.
Awesome.
But she could be in Jamaica, or I could be in Jamaica, and she could send me her notation and could go over a game, or her coaches, which often happens, they'll go over their games without them, with their notation, and be able to work with them, you know, and study. So it's a great tool, but it's also teaching young people at an early age to critically think, to problem solve, to reason, to think 3-4 moves ahead, which are important decisions in life, where nowadays a student make the wrong move or go around the wrong corner, they could lose their life.
That's right.
So these are very important skills that our young people are learning.
Yes. And how do you all, before you go into a competition or even playing against each other, how do you get your mind right to play?
We play
and
chess.
Prepare for strategy. So you play chess as a warm-up as well?
Yes.
All
So I'm sure
right.
you all have it on your phone?
Yes. Yes.
But there's some other rituals and traditions too.
Okay, what are they?
We go over our games. We drink water. We try to close our eyes to reset our brain for the next game. Yeah, we play around. During nationals, we try to have as much fun, because, you know, we don't know if we're going to make it next time, next go around.
And it's very stressful. It is very stressful on young people, because the nationals is pretty much a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they play, and the matches are 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on how long they play. And they start at 1 o'clock p.m. on Friday and go from 1 till about 10 o'clock on Friday. Saturday start at 9, they go until 10 p.m., 11 maybe. And then Sunday start at 9 and goes until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All chess, all day. They play 7 rounds. It's very stressful. When they win, they come back, they're very happy. When they come back, if they lose, it can be very stressful, but they have to get ready for the next round. But there are many who get their mind focused, and I don't know if somebody wants to share some of your feelings right before you go into a match.
So in one tournament, I was so nervous, I started pacing, walking back and forth, didn't know what to do. Some other kids, they meditated, and that helped them. When I go into the match, I usually am really, really nervous, and I think, oh, I have to win. But then I realize I play chess to have fun and to develop my learning skills and my mindset and open up to something new. And chess does that for me. And I say, if I really love to play, then I will win the game, and I'll make my coaches proud.
All right. All right. Go ahead, sir.
One tournament, I went 5-0, and all of us, we had sat down and we meditated, and that really got me in the mindset, because I felt to where, like, okay, my teammates got me, so I know that I don't gotta go based off of me. I can go based off of the whole chess team. They're not just counting on me, they're counting on the whole chess team. The win might not go to me, it goes to the whole chess team. So I went 5-0, and my rating shot up real good.
All right. I love it. I love it.
Well, this past nationals that we won, this was my first nationals, and I did 2 things. My friend on the chess team, Shania Higgins, she taught me how to meditate because she was my roommate, and it really calmed me and centered me, because I had just done it for the first time. And another thing I did was, I'm a warrior, so when we got downstairs to the Skittles room, I went over to my friends Brianna, Tanai, and Rashad, and they had to calm me down because I was about to start freaking out.
She said, centered me. It's
That's nice.
5th grader now.
All
10
right.
years.
That's it.
Finding her inner self.
That's
you know?
it. That is so great.
So, oh yes.
Go ahead.
So I am curious, Principal L, how you got into chess, because you have a phenomenal story as well, and I'm sure our audience members want to know about that.
Yeah, I am. Actually, it's not so phenomenal. My older brother, George, I grew up in North Philadelphia, Diamond Street Projects, near Temple University. And one of the things he would do is, you know, he taught me to play chess, and we played chess. But he only showed me enough moves so he could continue to beat me. Right? So he did not, he never really taught me how to become a good player. And just in college, I started studying a little more. There were guys playing in college. And then when I became a teacher, I started really learning the mathematics that are involved in chess. And I started teaching students who were struggling mathematics on a chessboard. Knights move on right angles, bishops move on diagonals. The chessboard is a large square that contains 64 smaller squares. But I also noticed that these were students who, many times, people look down on our children as they're not winners, right? They're not doing well. But these are students who carry chessboards. They have intellectual capital. Because when you carry a chessboard, people, if they don't assume anything else, they assume you are intelligent.
That's it.
And they, you know, people say, "Wow, you play chess?" Say, "Yeah, I didn't know you played chess. I thought you were a struggling student." Yeah, let's play and see if you should be my roommate. Right? So it was just so uplifting to see what it did for you know, for young people. And I said, "Wow, this is something that every student should learn to play." And then they started beating me right away. All these students, as soon as they learn, they start beating me, you know, right away. And it's so good to see them elevate themselves. And I decided that this is something that I want to, you know, help improve the community. So I started taking students, you know, to play against other schools, and they started winning right away, and they started bragging and became very arrogant. Right? You know, they don't make too many young people like that. But it also sort of self-esteem.
That's it.
And I said, I got to find a way to humble these students. So I said, we'll start elementary, middle school students. We're going to start playing high schools. Started losing, then they started beating high schools.
All right.
Then they beat Bucknell University's chess team.
Okay.
Then the two coaches that they have, young people don't really know the history of their coaches, but their coaches have shattered all kind of records. They defeated a team of 4 men whose combined age was over 200 years.
Wow.
Never done before in America.
Wow.
These are the young men that are working with these with our young people. And that's when I decided that chess will be something that any school I work in, the children must learn to play chess. And chess is so popular in our school. These children play at breakfast, lunchtime, after school, whenever they get the opportunity. They love other sports, basketball, track. We young ladies just ran a 5K, but girls on the run. You a girl on the run? Yeah.
right.
Maddie ran the 5K. So, and our girls basketball team, back-to-back 3 seasons undefeated.
All
So we
right.
love all kind of sports, but many of our children love to play chess because it is my mind against yours. And see, these young ladies, doesn't matter how big the guy is, right?
That's
When you
right.
sit down across from me,
Guess
it's your
what?
mind against my,
Yes.
right. And so chess is the great equalizer. So it's been a blessing to be able to work with young people because it's not easy to take up a game where you know, when you join the team, you're going to be worst player on the team. But as you keep playing, as you know, Akai will tell you, he used to lose to everybody. Now Akai is the go-to guy. It's like counting on Akai. And you look at a young man like Tanai, who's in the 5th grade, but he has 8th graders running to get away from him because they don't want to play him, in chess. So it's a wonderful activity, and my goal is for all of the children in Delaware, in Wilmington, but in Delaware in general, to have the opportunity to be able to learn chess. And we have a program at our school called First Move, where our children, because everybody can't stay after school.
Right.
So it's an opportunity for students to learn during the school day.
Okay.
And it's for 2nd and 3rd grade students. And it's based on the standardized curriculum, Common Core, teaching students about the mathematics of chess, the history of chess. But it gives them the opportunity to be able to just learn and to critically think of problem solving. We don't teach our students to think enough
That's it.
to be able to apply themselves. And I think that will be the goal for us, at Thomas Edison, because we're always challenging our young people, is to be able to teach them to be critical thinkers, problem solvers, and to make a difference in the community and in the world.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. And again, I thank you for coming on and taking the time to share this information, because you don't realize that you're an inspiration to both young and old. So, and it is good for people to know if they missed it, We're going to make sure we run this as often as possible.
Oh, we
That you
appreciate that.
are the national champions.
And if there are any adults out there, because the Wilmington city employees, I'm almost sure it was the Parks and Rec Department, heard about our chess team and said, you know, we want to kind of work with some of those young people. I said, well, they might work with you. Right? So they said, well, they're that good, bring them over. We want to play against them. Our students went over there and handled their business.
I know they
against
did.
And they're great mentors, great role models for our young people. So I want to give a shout out to all of the adults out in the community, in the city, who support us,
Yes.
who send us, because we're only able to support our program through checks that are written by people in the community, your viewers, people who support us.
So tell us, how can someone contribute?
They can contact the school. People send checks right to our school, Thomas Edison Charter School, 2200 North Locust, Wilmington, Delaware, and people write a check and they write chess team and they support us, and we get support. Dr. Oz supports us every
All
year.
right.
You know, we get people from all over the world who offer their support, but the majority of our support comes right from within our own community.
Hey.
Every little bit
That's
helps.
it. It
So we
really does.
These are our children, because as we talked about earlier, there's so many opportunities for people to speak negatively about our
That's
children,
it.
but there are many more opportunities to speak positively, to uplift them.
That's it.
And so we have them. My motto is every child deserves to have at least one person be crazy about them.
That's
Right?
right.
Like that.
Coming on this show here
Yes.
shows these children that there are people outside of our school, outside of what we do, because you're not chess players,
Right.
who appreciate what they do
Oh, yes.
and the
And
impact.
admire what you do.
Yes.
And I want to learn.
Yes.
I'm very serious.
These young
I've
ladies
never
will
learned
definitely,
to
they
play
will definitely,
chess.
they will definitely teach you.
Okay.
Right?
so-
You willing to teach?
all right. All
And
right.
if we can, I just want to hear from some little people, because some young and old, they may be intimidated about playing chess. What words of advice and encouragement would you give them to just try? Yes.
Just go from your heart and go from your brain. Don't worry about what's going on around you. I can play chess with the loudest room, people screaming, yelling, fighting, and maybe win. But just worry about yourself. Don't worry about nothing else. Worry about all 64 squares on the board, and that'll lead you to success.
That's very good. So focus is very important. I'm getting
Focus.
that.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So being able to just close everything else out and see what's going on.
I'd like to add on to what he said.
Yes.
So I know many old people who play chess, and chess is a game for everybody. I know many really, really young people. This guy at the chess club that I go to at a library, the Brandywine Library, a little kid named Ben is a 1600, which is really good for his age, and he's like maybe 9 or 10,
Wow.
so it's really impressive. So chess is a game for anyone, and anyone can learn.
Oh, that's
Right.
good.
Yes.
That's right. Thank
Even
you.
you lady.
It's right. So inspiration.
Yes,
Too old,
for
not
us.
too young.
That's right.
Not
We
that
can learn.
you're in that. Oh, you're in that young category.
That's right. No. I'm here.
Any other words of wisdom?
Yes, sir.
Advice for chess players?
To never underestimate or overestimate your opponent just because they're bigger or smaller than you.
I like that.
Because they can't underestimate him. He's beating everybody.
Oh, and when you play someone, try not to smile, because when you look really serious, that will intimidate them a lot.
Okay.
So is that your strategy?
Yeah.
Very good. Anybody?
What I do is I'm good at math. I always have A pluses in math, so I just use my math experience to try to strategize in chess,
Okay.
because chess is math.
That's good to know. See,
Yes.
I'm okay with
The
that.
math,
I might be able to swing this before it's all done. Yes, sir.
Can I tell y'all something that chess have taught me?
Yes, please.
Chess has taught me growing up in a bad neighborhood, chess has taught me not to make the first move. Always think about your move before you do it. Not just in chess in general. Just how Prince Well said, if you go around the corner, you never know if you'll make it back. And you always think, if you see someone fighting, which way would you go? That way or the other way? You don't know what they have on you. And that's really taught me something in life, that you cannot always make the first move. Never, actually. you can have $1 billion award, but it may be like you gotta divorce your wife or something. Don't make that first move. Oh, I'll take the $1 billion. You gotta think about the future and what you'll do next.
Very
Like
good.
it.
Young
Yes,
lady,
I love that.
Advice. here.
That's it.
Relationship advice.
About based on chess.
Based on chess.
Chess can teach you anything. That's good to know. Now, on the fun side here, let's get some shout outs to some supporters that we have. Can we shout out some of your supporters?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want to shout out my grandma, Annette Green,
All
and my
right.
mom, Shalette Briscoe, and Principal L. They all have uplifted me. One time, Principal L, I didn't go to one of the nationals, and I went straight to Principal L, like, why didn't I go? Why am I not going? What did I do wrong? Like, and he uplifted me. Like, I didn't go though, but still he told me, work on your game, and you'll definitely be at the next one. You always want to work hard, always, of course, because you don't work hard, where's the effort at? Because without hard work, where would you be?
That's it. That's it.
I would like to shout out my whole school because when I'm feeling down, they encourage me to be like you're one of the best chess players in Thomas Edison and things that will like rise me to play chess again.
All right.
And when they
thanks,
came
Lou.
back,
Yeah.
when they came back from the nationals, there was so many students waiting in that because we were in Indianapolis for like 7 days.
Okay.
Came back on the bus. There was so many students in the schoolyard waiting for them to receive them. So
Isn't that
I know.
nice?
Well, oh yeah, and the fire department, the police department.
Okay.
Everybody was there, just receiving and celebrating the young people. So it's good to see young people be able to celebrate the success of other young people.
That's it.
Because that's
That's
where
it.
we need more of that. We need more love, not hate.
That's
Yes.
it.
And
That's
it's
it.
always uplifting to see our young people do that. Any other shout outs?
I'd like to shout out the whole chess team, because even though some of them aren't here today, they have all helped us get through the tough times, and we are truly just a family.
All right. I
love
like
you
that.
guys.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Hey, love, love.
Well, I would like to shout out a few people. I would like to shout out my sister, Samaje Larkin, because when I was little, she always used to mess with me and tell me I couldn't beat her in chess. And then I couldn't, but still. And I was gonna learn chess when I was about in 1st grade, but I didn't want to. I was kind of lazy. And I would also like to shout out my mother, Vanessa Reed, my grandmother, Vanessa Smith Williams Reed, and the 5th grade class of 2015, the whole chess team,
Sound like you getting
and
a Grammy.
Principal L, because he's always there for me no matter what happens. And then Mr. Durant, Mr. Thomas, and of course Mr. D.
All right.
I would like to shout out the people who made chess because without chess, I don't know where I would be, and without chess, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
I would like to shout out my mom and all of my family, but especially the chess team and all of my friends, because like when I was in nationals, when I came into my hotel room and I won, I FaceTimed them and was like, yes, I won, and then they all started shouting and supporting me.
Oh, that's so nice.
I would also like to shout out our chess coaches,
Okay.
Mr. Durant and Mr. Thomas, especially Mr. Thomas. He has been the one that's been there for me. Every time I get mad that I lost a game or something, or I want to practice, he's there. Oh, let's practice this. He's an uplifter. He's a role model for me.
All
Really.
right. That is so nice.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, again, we thank you so much for taking this time. We want to encourage again support, also financial support.
Yes.
So once again, can you give us the address and how people can support?
They can send checks to Thomas Edison Charter School. Checks to be made out to the charter school and Thomas Edison Chess Team, 2200 North Locust. They can also go on our website,
Okay.
Thomas Edison Charter School website, and they can. We have fundraising letters, information about our tournaments, contact information. So we would love to have the support of people. It's a blessing to be able to bless others, and our young people are only able to do these great things because of the wonderful folks out there in the audience who support our young people, who support our community, and because of wonderful people like you who give our young people a voice. Because most times you have adults, you hear the adult aspect, but you don't really get a chance to hear from the young people.
That's it.
We need to hear from the mouth of the babe.
We do.
Hear from them and what's important. So again, anything you can give. We also have a GoFundMe page, set up Thomas Edison Charter School. We truly appreciate it.
That's it.
Yes.
And it's so important. And I think one of the main things that I heard tonight, of course, with all of the fantastic things that the young people are doing, but sometimes we think that, oh, I only have a little. You would be surprised what that little does when it's combined with everyone else's little. It really makes a difference. So you can make a difference no matter what, right?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right.
And I also would like to just take a second to say thank you to the teachers who work with our young people.
Yes.
Because it is that's the most noble profession.
Yes.
Is anyone, whether you're a social worker, nurse, counselor, teacher, whatever you do, when you take up the vocation of working with young people, these are God's children.
That's right.
That you are really making a difference. And our teachers, work in a tough community, but they're saving Private Ryan every day. So
That's
to our
it.
teachers and all the adults who work in our school, and our parents too, because parents get a bad rap,
Right. Oh,
right?
no.
But parents are the first
That's
teachers.
right.
There's so many out there who go to school, who work, take care of their children.
Do a
So
lot.
they
Yes.
do a lot.
It's
And so
hard.
I want to make sure that I publicly
That's
thank
it.
them, because we don't always see eye to eye.
That's right.
But
But
the
we
common,
still.
that's right.
right.
The common denominator is the success of our children.
Yeah.
And as
That's
a
it.
community, we've always worked together to do that.
That's it. And we're going to continue. Delaware, we are national champions. So we're going to continue this and continue supporting our young people and give a special shout out to our principal, who is our co-host,
Yes.
who's not with us right now. So
Yes.
special shout out to Harold Ingram, who is the principal who helps us and is helping us get things right. Please stand by. We'll be back with more fun. All right, welcome back, everybody.
I know.
All right. So next we have a fabulous group of ladies with one amazing young man who came here to show up for the guys.
That's
right.
right, yes.
This happens to be. This is a Girls Rock the World show here today.
is, don't you love it?
Yay. So we do rule the world, in case you don't know, but we are going to let men contribute.
I love it.
I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this. But anyway, let's welcome the Imazine magazine with the Newcastle County. Is this still just Newcastle County, or is it
No,
now
we opened
Delaware?
it statewide in
Okay.
2014, so it's Kent and Sussex counties as well.
All right.
This year we had our first contribution from Kent County, and that was from May,
Oh,
and
welcome
she's
back.
from Dover Public Library.
All right. Fabulous. All right, so I'm excited with Imazine, but we're going to let Miss Julie Tucker tell us all about Imazine.
Yes, our other editors, Sarah and Dee, are here with us today, and it's a teen magazine featuring art submissions and writing submissions from teens, as I said, all over Delaware. We take these submissions March through October, and they're from teens age 12 to 19. Am I forgetting anything?
Well,
Do you have
It's
questions?
free.
It's free.
It's
Yes.
free.
we're in that window for submission.
That's
So
right.
please tell young people who may be watching how to
submit.
their
That's right.
artwork.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a Gmail address. It is nccteenzine@gmail.com. And you can also go to our website on the Newcastle County Libraries page to get a view at all of our issues, as well as the submission guidelines, which will tell you everything you need to know, all the little points of information we need. However, if you just send something to the Gmail account, which I am the correspondent for, I'll send you back something saying, oh, well, we need this or we need that. You know, you can just start there and we'll go from there.
All right, so let's introduce everyone first. So let's see, Miss D.
Yes, I'm Dee. I just recently started at Newcastle County, and I was brought onto like the I'm a Zine team. So I think that that's fascinating. I'm a teen services librarian, and I'm just excited to be able to be here and be amongst all this talent amongst the teens. I think it's fascinating.
Tell us what that means, Teen Services Librarian.
I basically do a lot of programming, community outreach just with the schools for Newcastle County, the Brandywine branch of Newcastle County. So I do a lot with just programming activities. We have the Teen Summer Volunteer Program going on right now. So teens who want to volunteer at the library, this is their opportunity to kind of go and fill out applications and get some experience prior to actually getting into like the workplace. So we try to do some of that and a lot of nurturing and a lot of training.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's it. And next to you?
I'm Sarah. I'm the Teen Services Librarian at the Newcastle Public Library.
Okay. And that's the newer one?
It was renovated in 2010, but it's been there since like 1964, I think.
Right. That renovation is really nice too. Yes. All right.
It's beautiful, yeah.
So, and you do the same thing, just basically just at
Just
that
in my
particular-
area, yep,
Okay,
Newcastle.
great. All right, and our gentlemen standing out for all the young men here is
Jaden.
Hi, Jaden. Welcome to the show. So now, do you want to? We're going to introduce everybody and then let you guys get to your pieces. Is that okay? All right.
I'm Karis.
Hi, Karis. Ah, Charis. Your name just came to me. My other daughter's name is Charis. So I was like, oh, look, it looks like a name like my daughter's. Charis. I saw your work in the book. Looks great. And can you pass the mic back to the next person? Hi.
Hi, my name is May.
Hi, Meg.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too. I'm excited. I seem like I met you because I heard you just giving us so much information before the show started.
I talk.
Yes.
I talk a lot.
Yes, you do.
It's not talking, you're quite the entertainer.
Yes, you are.
My mother would disagree. Endless talking, I'm good at doing that much.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm really excited to be here.
We're excited to have you, Kate.
Hi, I'm Alexandra. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alexandra.
Hi, I'm Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
Hi, I'm Naomi.
Hi, Naomi. All right, so we got to meet everyone. So, Naomi, since you have the mic, can we start with you? Would you like to tell us about your piece?
Sure. So I wrote a poem. It's called Lament. And would you like me to read it?
Please. Yes.
The wintry snowdrop sheds a frosty tear for the fate of those who never again shall tarry here, who with summer's blossoms never again shall dance, and in autumn rains never again shall sing. The silken tulip weeps with April's tears for those who were gone at the turning of the year, who never saw the beauty of the spring, and in first snowfall never again rejoice. The golden sun is veiled in clouds of gray, and grieves for those who have gone away, who never will bask in its loving rays, and in ocean's song never again delight. The silver oak tree mourns mid golden ears for those who since have disappeared, who never again shall wonder at fallen leaves, as angels wonder at the plight of man.
Woohoo! Very
Yes.
nice.
That's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah.
So, what was your motivation?
Well, my class recently read The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and I was really struck by how Hawthorne uses nature imagery to reflect how the characters are feeling. So I just wanted to bring that out in my poem.
And you did a great job.
Thank you.
Surely, surely. All right, and next to you we have?
Sierra.
Right.
So I have a flash fiction piece that
Okay.
I'll read. It's called Shattered. I stare at the pale face in the mirror and see past her guarded exterior into the fragile and pained soul underneath. The person opposite me is partially broken. Her hopes and dreams are all gone. Nothing remains except pain and death. Her eyes have seen more than anyone her age should see. They appear old and tired of fighting every day for something that seems like it should be close enough to touch, but in reality is farther away than ever. Tired of pretending that everything is fine, when inside she's screaming and a part of her is breaking. She feels so alone. My hand reaches up to wipe the tears coursing down my two white cheeks. The girl in the mirror does the same, and her shell looks like it's ready to crack. She wants to let go of more pain than she knows how to handle. Looking down, my eyes focus on the dagger that's in my hand, the object that could end it all, yet it could also end something that I don't want to end. Oh, the price of freedom. Day after day, I try to ignore the agony that living costs me, but today my pain is too strong and it consumes me. My vision clouds over and I sway with the girl opposite me. She reaches out a hand slowly as if to steady me, but instead her hand drops and hangs limply at her side once more. A choking sob wrenches free from her throat, and my shoulders shake along with hers as the cry for freedom devours me. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. The girl in the mirror opens her mouth and gives a cry of built-up anger and long-ignored aching as she lifts her sickly white-knuckled fists and brings the dagger down on my heart. A crash pierces the still air as the glass shatters, glinting like tiny stars as they fall. I stagger backwards and collapse onto the floor. Around me, the pieces of the girl in the mirror lie, broken. They can never be replaced, but where the girl across me used to stand, a clean piece of wood hangs. The dagger rests like a final warning where her heart used to beat.
Ooh, whoa. A lot. So, yes, it is. So, what motivated you to write that?
So, for me, this piece represents kind of like a rebirth. I think a lot of people go through some like deep emotions like this, and I think you come to a point where you have choices, and she chose to kind of start her life anew and start things again. And so I really like the symbolism of like that clean piece of wood hanging across from her. And at one point in the story, you don't know like where the dagger went,
right?
Because I kind of used first person and third person and went back and forth, and I like that in the story. So
yes,
yeah,
great job. You kept us sitting waiting. All right, next.
So I have an excerpt from my short story called Shadowy and Vague.
Okay.
No birds twittered their cheerful tunes. No sunshine cascaded through open windows. Instead, Vita lurched awake as the darkened undertones of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata slithered their way into her peaceful dreams. Groaning in discontent, she slipped off of her bed, groggily staring at the blue paint flaking off her bedroom wall. Accustomed to the sound of dismal piano melodies, or feeling the reverberations of the organ rumbling in accordance to the funeral marches playing across its keys, Vita slipped on her bathroom robe and made her way to the hallway. She never once looked back, but if she had, she would have noticed her bed was perfectly made, as if no one had slept in it. The final notes of the song resonated in the still air when suddenly the sound of breaking glass shattered the spectral calm of the house. Dashing past the clouded mirrors that hung on the wall, barely keeping track of the shadowy and vague reflections of herself captured briefly in the confines of the looking-glasses, Vita called out to her mother in alarm. Flying around corners and through doorways, she ignored her surroundings, and so too did she ignore the new canvas with dull, painted eyes, framed in oily golden hair, so much like her own, that hung at the tail end of the Mortem family shrine. Skidding into the living room, Vita was accosted by the sight of her mother morosely regarding the stained glass window. By her feet was a picture frame with glass protruding from the sides. Vita, ready to demand an explanation, was interrupted when Cornelius, their black cat, jumped out from the shadows, hissed in her direction, and promptly ran out of the room. Curious about the cat's newfound terror toward her, Vita looked up and watched as her mother stumbled haltingly out the front door. Throwing all modesty out of the window, Vita pursued her in all her slipper-footed glory. She had but a moment to notice that, unlike her mother, no breath fogged out of her parted lips. Then she was off in hot pursuit.
Ooh, all right. So, would you be giving away too much of your story if you told us what motivated you?
Not really. I had been reading a lot of Edgar Allan Poe poems near Halloween.
Okay.
And I decided I wanted to try my hand at writing something a little creepy.
Okay. Job well done.
Hi, so mine's kind of a bit on the brighter side. A lot more, actually. It's more humorous, I guess.
Okay.
This is just a little tiny bit from the end. It was a kind of choose your own adventure, so there were different choices, and this is the very end. Yeah, so basically what happens is first person, you're in a jail cell and you don't know why you're there. You have to figure it out, and it turns out you were framed, and so you have to escape with your new friend. So this is just the very end. It's called Stories to Pass the Time. You skip just long enough to stop him in his tracks, momentarily. Then you run madly for the... Wait, where do you run? The exit wouldn't be so easy to escape, and you do not want to go back to that cell. You pause and think just as you stop. A hand pulls you back. Well, this is it. I guess you're doing time for life. Until you turn. Hey, it's you! Nope, not a cop. I guess you won't be spending life in prison. You smile as you look out the small janitor's closet window. There's a whole world outside that unlocked window, and now you've got a friend to share it with. You win. This time, perp.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Great on the bright side.
Mm-hmm.
And Meg?
I'm about to bring it back to the depressing side. I apologize in advance.
Okay.
This is an excerpt from Seasonal. I went inside and slammed the door of my room shut. I closed my eyes and stared at the cream-colored ceiling, remembering how it was called Coffee House Ready with a smile and laugh. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go out and do this again. What if it produced the same result? I don't want to be hurt again. I locked up everything. I threw my emotions and my smiles away. I wondered why I'd even brought them into the light and pulled out the mask I used to hide behind before everything. Cradling the facade, I realized just how small it was. It didn't fit me. It wouldn't hide what I needed to hide. I went through my entire box of facades. All of them were small and unused, broken and ruined, lost or discarded. I threw them down in frustration and opened my eyes. The words weaved through my mind. Why had this happened to me? Why was it I who had to deal with the pit in my stomach, knowing the time spent together, embraces shared, feelings exchanged, meant only the world to me? But it was painful. It did hurt to know that the season had ended and I had nowhere.
Ooh. All right, so tell me what motivated you.
A really, really crappy breakup. It was taken from the point of view of the person who I had broken up with, actually.
Okay.
It ended quite poorly on both ends, and I just thought it would be interesting to try a point of view that was not something I normally did, not something bubbly, not something happy or funny, something more sad and demented.
Okay. So now, and that's important because that writing helped relieve some of the stress of the breakup.
Absolutely.
That's good. So that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could pass that mic.
So I'm going to read an excerpt from my short story that I've written. It's called Leaving Roanoke.
Okay.
My gaze falls on our doomed colony. Of the 110 colonists that settled on Roanoke Island almost 2 years ago, only about half of us remain. I don't see one man, woman, or child without bags under her eyes. I suppose mine are the same. Lack of sleep from trying to find food has driven us all mad. All of the other children's hands, as mine, are caked with mud from trying to find something, anything to eat. 2 years ago, I would have cared about all the grit wedged between my fingers and the mud smudged across my face. But now, at this rate, I could eat the dirt itself. It's a wonder we ever got through last winter. I'm positive that we won't make it through the second one. What happened to John White? He left us to get supplies for England over a year ago, and his ship must have wrecked, so he's not coming back. I hear a shout from across the colony. Another colony instead, I assume. Soon after, I hear a shrill call from a flute. The beautiful painted wooden flute was accidentally left behind by a group of Indians that used to live here. The flute belongs to Sir Matthews, the current leader of our colony. When he blows it, it means we go and listen to whatever he has to say. I gather with the other colonists below the outcrop of rocks where he stands. In Sir Matthew's arms is the tiny Virginia Dare. My eyes meet her piercing blue ones. They used to sparkle like precious stones, but now they're as dull as rock. After her parents died, Sir Matthews and his wife Florence took her into their custody. My thoughts return to Sir Matthews as he clears his throat. We're leaving. It only takes 2 words. After a moment of silence, there are shouts of anger, frustration, agreement, relief, but most of all questioning. To England! A young man shouts his question. No, not to England. Our ship has been taken by John White. Presuming he is dead, may he rest in peace. What, do you think we're going to row all the way to England? The man who had asked looks discouraged. To where are we going? I surprised myself by asking this time. To a nearby island, Sir Matthew tells us. A group of people named the Crotons live there. I've heard so from the local Indians that used to live here, and we're leaving now. There's not much time. Take what you own and get in the boats. Virginia starts to cry at his stern tone of voice. Her wails are overpowered by everyone's shouts. Honest to goodness, I'm terrified. And then a warm hand grasps mine. I blush when I realize who it is.
Oh,
Period
woohoo.
piece with a love story.
So, your motivation?
This is actually originally for a school project.
Okay.
So we were learning about American history in the first colonies. So we had to write a short story on the people who settled on Roanoke and a theory on what happened to them. And it was fun listening to all the students and their stories. So I decided to revise mine and submit it for iMagazine.
All right. See that? So, hopefully, you guys out there can get some suggestions for submissions.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And next, we have our young man, and he doesn't need the mic. He has a mic on, so you can take it back.
Hi, I'm Jaden. I drew this art piece here. So I created this because I love manga and I hope to create my own one day. And two people had inspired me to actually make my own. Masashi Kishimoto and Akira Toriyama, the creators of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. And I really hope I can be like them one day.
All right. Woohoo. Yay. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, of course. So it's Japanese. It's like Japanese anime. Now, what's the title of your piece, Jaden?
JC the Boss.
I like it.
Can you turn it around?
Yes.
Can we get a close-up in on it, maybe, Dave?
And you use color pencils?
Tilt it down a little so it doesn't glare. Yeah, turn it. There we go.
He has the stance of a boss, too.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. And you use colored pencils?
No, actually Prismacolor pencils. I mean markers and pencils.
Oh, okay.
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. And next, you can pass the mic back down just so we're all done with our students. See how you guys are so young. I was waiting for more work here.
Well, thank you. I know. I take that as a compliment.
That's right. All right. So, about how many submissions did you guys get this time?
We had a record number of submissions this year. We had 64,
All right.
whereas in other years we've had 45 at best, sometimes 30.
Okay.
And we had, I have it right here.
All right.
We had 2014 submit this year.
All right.
And other years we've had 17 to 22.
Okay.
So it was a really great year for us. I think opening it up to the state helped a lot. And we contacted more schools this year. So we actually polled all of you. And we learned that most of them heard about it through school.
Okay.
So it was a really great move to do that. Other years we've had more hit and miss with the schools, and we really made a great effort to hit all the teachers.
Okay.
This year with art teachers, English teachers, librarians.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure we do that every year from now on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So teachers and everyone out there, and again, young people, you probably have already written something. You have a photo, and even if it's not published in the book, it's still on the website. Correct?
Absolutely.
So you want to tell us about that part?
Yes, everything that's appropriate for a teen magazine will be put in the online version. And then us, the editors, we select the top submissions to be put in the printed version. Each year we do our best to just put in everything we can to fit within the budget of the printing.
All right, very good. And so this year you guys had a little party. You had
We did. Oh, it was so exciting. We finally were able to do a release party.
Yes.
So it was an opportunity to give out the magazines, but not only that, we had the twin poets come. Have you heard of the twin
Yes,
poets?
of course.
The Poets Laureate. So they came and did a presentation, and we had a big cake, and we had them present, just much like they did just now, each one that was interested in doing that. So we had 16 of them do that out of the 24.
Okay.
And everyone that was interested in coming, besides presenting, were given a certificate and their magazine. So it was just a wonderful event. It was so nice to meet all of you there and others, to put names to faces, and then they could meet each other and talk about what they did. It was just wonderful.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. So it seems like you're doing more and more
Yeah.
as the years progress here.
Yeah, it's growing and growing.
And of course, we want to announce
Yes.
the
Oh,
piece
yes.
that we saw in the beginning. So, Abin, can you put that wonderful shot up? There.
Love it.
Isn't it? So, my daughter, Chase Tucker, took that photo of her sister and her niece. and submitted it. And I'd like to say that Miss Julie, we never said who we were. She was just submitting it. And she definitely patiently took us back and forth through the process. So I know at first we didn't have, I didn't know where our library card was. And Chase didn't have one. So I had to go and it's like, and then the library card was wrong. And we're like, where'd you get this one? But we got it all together. And I can say, so if you feel like you're not ready, these lovely ladies will definitely take you through the process. So don't be intimidated at all. Just come on and join in the fun.
Exactly.
We'll find a way to get it done.
That's right. How easy was the process for you guys? What was the biggest challenge? Anybody want to say how much fun it was or what the party was like? Who wants to tell us a little something? Oh, I know, Meg.
She likes talking.
I talk a lot.
And we appreciate it. That's right. No, go ahead. Tell us.
The process for me was very interesting because a lot of it was done through email. I come from Dover, so I'm nowhere close to any of the libraries to get in contact. So the process was very interesting. It was a lot easier, I guess, perhaps because I was over 17 years old.
Okay.
But anything that confused me or didn't work or something along those lines, the staff definitely helped with making that seem a lot less painless. So that's what I have to say.
Yeah, thank you.
I was going to comment on the party, too. It was so much fun. This is my second year, and this is the first year of the party. And it was just great meeting all of you guys. And everyone presenting was really fun to hear their pieces. And the poet laureates were, they were so good. So it was a blast. I was really excited that they did a party this year. So.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, all right.
A big shout out to the twin poets.
Yes, definitely.
We love them.
Definitely, we do. They're always there when you need them. Always.
Community activists.
That's
yes.
right.
I think by having like the poets there, it kind of shows like the teens what like something like your writing, your drawings, what your piece, what your inspiration, what your passion, where it can take you. Because I was working at like Penn State, and we had the poets there like speaking to college students. So it's just like here you have people who are taking poetry to like the next level, and that kind of motivates them to like that could be me one day.
Yes,
so
right.
it's nice that they're willing to come back and give back to these
Definitely.
students.
And they enjoy giving
back,
back
yes.
and
They do.
motivating young people and are always doing something great.
We're working on having them come and do workshops with us this summer.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 libraries should be participating. We're still in the planning stages.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody keep an eye out. Keep checking the website.
And we do have summer workshops for Imazine. So we have workshops on writing and art and illustration.
Okay.
So look on that website and you'll see where they're located all across Newcastle County.
Now, will there be a fee for the summer workshops?
Nope, everything's free at the
Their
library.
favorite word. Yes, free.
So, you don't know what to do, you want to enhance your summer. Hey, how about this?
Yeah, because you can come to the art or writing workshop and then submit and possibly be an Imazine, but for sure be on the website.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
That seems like a no-brainer.
It does. I can do that.
And again, for those who are interested in submitting, can you give us that information one more time?
Yes, the website to submit is NCC Teen Zine. That's Zine, Z-I-N-E. So it's NCC Teen Zine at gmail.com.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to come and share. Definitely share your work with us and motivate other young people in writing, because so many times people don't want to share. Writing is something sometimes very personal. Very
Right.
personal. So you all having the courage to share your writing is much appreciated. And hopefully other people watching will be inspired and to know that it may get you through a breakup, it may make you laugh, it can, writing can do so many wonderful things for us.
Yes.
It really can. Or even photography and drawing and all forms of art can really
Absolutely.
help us express and get through tough periods sometimes. So.
110%
As well as entertain.
Yes.
So there's a lot that happens. And Now we have to just say thank you and bye.
Yes.
Oh, it's been a great show. It really has. I appreciate everyone who's out there watching.
Yeah. And if you are interested in coming on the show, please give them the information.
That's right. Please call me at 302-652-8887 or email me, kim@congofuneralhome.com. And all you have to do is showcase something fun. All right. We'll see you next time.